So tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and I'm supposed to let Jonathan go to his dad's for half of the day, but they're going to the desert, and of course Mommy Bear is not going to be there to help regulate, to help him feel comfortable, to make sure he's okay. I'm trying to adjust to this co-parenting bullshit. I just have to learn to accept things as they are and continue to heal and still try to do the best that I can raising him. I'm trying to be okay with my son going to the desert with his dad in general. There's very little service over there. I'm just not going to be able to be there to make sure that my son is okay and safe, and his dad has a different mind than I do and doesn't necessarily take things into consideration that I would. So it's very hard to let go and to accept things for how they are turning out for my life. He's been exposed to all these different women and can't control on what Talon's going to do with Jonathan and who he's going to be with. That tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so that's going to be pretty difficult to have to just let Talon pick him up and go to the desert. Jonathan's already told me that he doesn't feel comfortable riding in the Razor with his dad, but help keep him safe. My healing and not being able to have my son for the full Thanksgiving, I'm trying to keep Jonathan safe, protected. And the whole drinking thing is very unnecessary and completely looked over by everybody as if drinking is still okay. Unfortunately, alcohol is legal, and the poison that nobody else sees, the poison that nobody realizes. And Thanksgiving, desert, drink up, right? By the bonfire, right? Jonathan told me that he did not want to ride in the Razor at night. Like, how am I supposed to help Jonathan? He doesn't want to ride in the Razor, I'm not there to help support Jonathan and to stay back with Jonathan while his dad takes off like his dad did the other year. Really difficult to be okay with everything. With him just taking him to the desert like no big deal. Like he doesn't need mommy's protection or mommy's love. I'm always doing these videos, but it's on my mind right now, and I'm in a situation where I'm having to just accept life the way it is, having to cope all within the trauma that I've experienced last year. If things didn't work out the way that they had, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So I have to be thankful for that. A lot of questioning and wondering where they are and not getting full responses from his dad. Being very, I don't want to say shady, but like he likes to keep things from me. It's good to be honest, right? Let me know like what's going on, like who you're with, like that I can just like mentally be like okay and accept things for what they are, He's not willing to settle down, but yet he's willing to spend the night with other women with my son. Like, I don't know. It's just, obviously people need love in their own ways. If I'm not going to show him love the way that he wants, he's going to look for love elsewhere. And if I'm not going to receive love the way that I intend and the way that I wish that I would receive, then it's just not going to work. Two different people. Two people wanting different things. When you try to put two people together that are not meant to be together, there's a lot of friction and a lot of problems, and it's just God's way of saying that they're not for you. You can't fight reality. We can't fight through problems and not be able to see the other side of the story. There are two sides to every story, but if you cannot accept the other for the way that they see reality, it's not going to work. I don't feel like I want to open up to anybody. I don't feel that my heart is ready to open up to anybody. My heart has been trampled on and stomped on and disregarded and to be lied to by somebody who loved you and said that they loved you. Traumatic thing, even life has been surrounded by lies. It's hard to find the positive in reality. The things we do, the way we live just became so different. We started going on different paths, and some of the love started to fade. My heart finds it hard to open up to anybody, even friends, women, but because of how I was traumatically affected last year, it's hard to be okay with how easy it is for somebody to lie, tell you that they love you, and then to lie straight to your face. Not only does it hurt, but I feel betrayed. That is really hard to be okay with things, just to let things go like no big deal. And when that happened, and I went to jail twice last year, created a lot of emotional damage. I could never accept something like that to happen. I could never be okay with it. Everything happens for a reason, right? Relationships fall, marriages break. Healing is just the first step. Because once you heal, you gotta be able to trust somebody again. And to have somebody tell you that they love you and then to break that trust, it's like, I can never trust again. Everybody's got their own motive and their own life, their own lives, their own problems. Sometimes when we think that God's punishing us, He's just trying to redirect us into the right direction, trying to teach us something of importance, giving us strength in many different areas, not just physical, but mental, new things about life that you don't even know. When you become aware of things that we had become accustomed to, different for everybody. That's why it's so hard for you guys to understand what I've been through, and why you guys think I'm just sharing to share drama. I just have a lot of feelings and a lot of emotions behind that. If I choose to share with social media, it shouldn't be a big deal. I want people to become aware of situations that can happen, and trauma that could happen, and trauma that exists within me. Happy about it? No. Am I experiencing it? Yes. Am I dealing with it? Yes. Is it difficult? Yes. There's a fine line between difficulty and perseverance. If in life there's all sorts of problems that we go through every day on a daily basis, all you have to do is remain faithful to God, to your word, be peaceful, remain civil, remain hopeful, and taking into consideration that my life is not the same as yours. The situation is very twisted. It's always going to have some sort of situation that you have to address differently and to accept and do all you can with what you have. Brave through every situation. Stay strong, strong-minded. Hold on to hope that there is somebody else. I don't think people quite understand, would know that that's why I am the way I am. Twisted life.